Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Lil Young Direct, the God 23120. And I'm here with another Ultimate God predictions. But before I get into that, I want to give a shout out to my guy Minnesota Luke. A lot of times, especially in hip hop or in high school, problems aren't created between two individuals. They're created by everybody around the situation. A lot of people thought I was coming at Minnesota Luke in my last video I uploaded. Never that. I'm a huge fan of all his work. He's been one of the most dedicated people to the battle rap culture for years now, and I watch his videos all the time. That being said, Minnesota Luke, salute to him, because he hit me up immediately like, yo son, what's good? There's a problem, my G? I mean, just a minute ago we was cool, now you popping off? And then, you know, we went back and forth, we barked up, we met in Wyoming, and we duked it out. Now everything is good. We got a mutual respect for each other. However, I don't respect some of the guys that try to make out a situation to be something it's not when they don't know what's going on. So maybe me and them will have a talk one-on-one, but me and Minnesota Luke are good right now, and yeah, we'll be working on stuff in the future, and I'm sure y'all be excited about that. But anyway, back to this Nome 7 blog. For some of y'all that don't know, I call this the ultimate guide in predictions because it's not just predictions. I like to give you a little insight from personal conversations that I may have had with battlers or staff members or whatever, and that's where the ultimate guide comes from. Nome being an acronym N-O-M-E, stands for Night of Main Events. Every time a Nome card comes out, it's excellent, it's fire, and a lot of people sometimes say, damn, Nome should have been the Summer Madness card. That's how big these things are. So you can definitely expect this to be hyped like it's going to be one of the best battles of the year. That being said, I'm changing the name from Nome 7 to Night of the 2 1s. I can't say anyone is going to win any of these battles 3-0. If somebody gets 3-0 zip body bag, something went incredibly wrong, because all these are very, very even matchups, and they're gonna be hard for me to call. However, this is a prediction. You have to predict a winner. Therefore, I'm gonna predict a winner. I don't like when cats cop out and be like, oh, I don't know, it's gonna be a good battle, because you cool people when you wanna save face. Personally, I have more respect for people to just let it go. And if you see somebody and they got a problem with something you said, you gotta be man enough to defend it because you said this shit. And that's how we gonna rock. The first annual Night of the 2 1s prediction blog. Let's go. All right, so we got BRIZZ RAWSTEEN versus Ill Will. An incredibly tough battle to call. Could be a battle of the night. Let me break down both of these guys for you. BRIZZ RAWSTEEN has a very mid-2000s battle rapper feel to his style, and I mean that in a very good way. He has a very hood DVD, Fight Club, just style and delivery to his shit that I think everybody can appreciate, and it's just real violent and real wild. I didn't know what BRIZZ RAWSTEEN's ceiling was, but I think we got a glimpse of that with his battle against Arsenal the Rebel. On camera, BRIZZ definitely won that battle. It was crazy, it was wild, entertaining, but I still don't think he's fulfilled his full potential. Every time I say Ill Will's gonna lose, he fucking body bags it 3-0, and every time I think he's gonna win, I feel like he loses. So it's hard to call an Ill Will battle, because one thing that these two dudes do have in common is that they both just have an older feel and older style. That's why I feel like this is a perfect matchup. BRIZZ isn't the type of battle rapper to say something and leave you to just flip it. You know what I mean? A lot of times people say something dumb, or they come with misinformation or have a pause moment and you just ready to flip that shit. I don't think BRIZZ is really gonna have that kind of material that Ill Will is gonna wanna step out of his boundaries and flip. I think BRIZZ 2-1. Why do I say BRIZZ? He performed on such a high level against Arsenal, but I do think this is a great matchup. And I think these two guys are on the same level and their styles are perfect for each other. Now we have Shotgun Suge versus Av. In the beginning of URL, I wasn't the biggest Shotgun Suge fan. But as time went on, I just grown to love him. When people started PG stepping and like sometimes we don't even have battles on our hands anymore. What we have is these high-level poetry contests full of puzzle rapping and Jengaing words together. And I think people like Ill Will, BRIZZ, Shotgun Suge, Arsenal, their styles get a lot more refreshing as shit gets a lot more puzzle rappy. So I salute Shotgun Suge for that. That being said, he kind of has this stigma around him to where he doesn't really win the battles, but people just love him. So for that reason, it's kind of hard to predict that Suge is ever gonna win a battle, because he kind of just, he's like outside. I feel like Shotgun Suge and Daylight are outside of actually winning battles. What they do is they go, they do their performance, people love them for them, and they don't really care who wins. So that's often the kind of situations that he's in. But he has been winning some battles of late. I give him the Sue Surf battle. I gave him the Hitman battle live, but a lot of people on camera said they thought that the crowd wasn't responding properly to Hitman. But I was one of those people that thought Suge beat Hitman. The problem is he's battling Av. Av is the puncher of all punchers. Av is Triple G. Av is Sugar Shane. Av is Roy Jones with the kidney shot. I won't go as far as say Av is Tyson, but I give Av to Roy Jones with the kidney shot. Av is one of the most lethal people in battle rap now, and I think for him to truly just be defeated, you need a puncher. Av did look a little bit vulnerable in his battle with Old Red, which I don't think was too good at all. But I think that's just a part of being booked for too many battles in a small period of time. Sometimes you gotta preserve your celebrity so people continue to feel the same way about you and you don't play yourself out. But that being said, I got Av 2-1. T-Top versus GOODZ. This should be an excellent battle. GOODZ is already up 1-0 because of that Funk Flex freestyle. That's the first time I ever saw T-Top choke at anything. And I kind of said to myself, damn, well, if T-Top could make it all the way through UFF without choking, how would he do this on one of the biggest stages ever with him getting to spit in front of Funk Flex on Hot 97 and you getting a whole new fan base looking at him? But I can only be mad for him for so long because shit happens. I'm sure he didn't plan on going up there and choking. GOODZ has been infamous for lines like Camry at certain times. Everybody likes GOODZ for his swag, not his puzzle rap metaphors. I feel like T-Top has always been great, but he was pigeonholed into street talk. Everything he said would be about how he whipped up the crack or something happened to his mom or how he had to serve a fiend, and he was excellent at it. But, you know, battle rap has evolved as to where people have a multitude of things in their arsenal, and he wasn't showing that, but he was very good at a couple things. As he battled the Charlie Clips and the Sue Surf, he grew, his style grew. He had a wider variety of material and became a truly versatile battle rapper to where he has the punches, he has the flows, but he still has that core street talk. That's the reason why his fan base loved him in the first place, which makes him a very, very, very dangerous battle rapper. And I want to say the battle where it all came together and I said, damn, T-Top is elevated, was the T-Rex battle. GOODZ is great. I really liked his shit on Hot 97, and I've seen him in a couple ciphers, and I think he's fire, and I think he has a couple elements to himself as a rapper that he doesn't incorporate as a battle rapper. Some of the flows are just some of the slick street talk things he does. I don't see it in the battle as much as I see it in his rap verses. I have T-Top 2-1. The young man has elevated. He is a true top tier in every sense of the word right now. And I think GOODZ is fighting to get that same celebrity back that he had around the time he went into the Hollow battle. The next battle I would like to talk about is TAY ROC versus Chess. I'm going to admit that I am a fan of Chess. When Chess really started getting going, I said, you are looking at the face of URL moving forward. That's how I feel about Chess. I feel like he's young and he's gonna carry that torch when a lot of other people start falling off or retiring or whatever. Chess is going to be that A-level dude that all the young dudes gotta come see 5-6 years from now. A lot of you guys always say that I have some type of bias against TAY ROC and Sue Surf because I always predict for them to lose battles. That's not necessarily the case. I don't always predict for them to lose battles. But looking through recent history, I have predicted them to lose quite a bit of battles going into them. TAY ROC, I think he's great. He's a fan favorite. I think his best attribute is just the energy that he brings every single night. When you talk about consistency and when you talk about heart, like when he battled Calico, he showed me heart. I think that's when I really became a TAY ROC fan, when he battled Calico. Just the fact that he wasn't taking the pushes, he was coming back. Like, TAY ROC was fire in that battle. Like I said earlier about T-Top and having that versatility, I believe that type of versatility is transcendent and it allows you to break down barriers. Now, when TAY ROC battled Sharon, I felt like he was good, but he didn't have the versatility that it took in his style to make people say that he definitely beat Sharon. I feel like a couple more people were leaning towards Sharon, or they were saying, no, Sharon's corny. Obviously, TAY ROC won. Even though I feel like TAY ROC is a well-seasoned battle rapper, I feel like there's a lot of things that he could add to his style to make him even better. I don't feel like TAY ROC could go overseas or could go to certain crowds and get the same type of love that he gets on URL, because the shit is so structured to work very well on URL. I'd like to see TAY ROC step outside of his comfort zone and prove that he could do things that you might not always expect him to do in a battle, especially because he gets booked so much, and I don't want fans to start coming up with excuses to say that, oh, I used to like TAY ROC, but I'm bored of him because I saw him battle 20 times this year. That being said, I think Chess is growing into himself, and I think he's developing a lot of those little small intangibles that I'm talking about. It's just a variety of different types of lines that make a 3-minute round not as boring. Now, I won't count the Av battle against Chess. I was impressed with both of them because they took it on such short notice, and I think Chess did really dope in the second round. I looked at that second round as, damn, this is what Chess is gonna be moving forward. I think this is a very hard battle to call, but to be completely honest with you guys, I think at some point, if Chess is gonna be a top tier, he's gonna be that next dude, he's gonna have to take that step, and this might be the battle that he takes that next step in. This might be my pick for battle of the event. I'm going Chess 2-1. Now, the very last battle, the one that we've all been waiting for, the one this event was built around. Well, you could argue that it was built around GOODZ and T-Top, but for dramatic sake, I'm saying this is the one the battle was built around. K-Shine versus T-Rex. These are the type of battles that we as battle fans want to see. A lot of people like comparing battle rap to WWF. That's cool. You want to know what the main thing good WWF matches have that some battle rap matches don't have? Is a fucking storyline. People want to see drama. They want to see arguments. They want to see friends turn to foes. All that General Hospital shit. That was not a T-Rex nurse bar. It's a soap opera. And we miss that one dude behind T-Rex saying, "Get that nigga Rex!" A lot of people like to attribute the fact that T-Rex has been on a recent slide to the fact that K-Shine hasn't been there behind him with the Get That Nigga Rexes. Ever since K-Shine has joined NWX, he has been lethal. He's taken his style to a fucking another planet. I feel like K-Shine was Super Saiyan 1 for a lot of battles, and that's where we thought his ceiling was gonna be. Then he discovered the Super Saiyan 2, and his hair got a little bit longer, and he started fusing with DNA and shit. And now it's just another K-Shine we got. Like, that A-Verb battle is one of my favorites to watch back. T-Rex, on the other hand, has been on a long slide. He's been on that thing. What's that thing that you put in the front yard and you put the water on it when we was kids and you used to fucking slide across that shit? He's been on that joint for like 5 straight battles. Now, what I will say is I was there live for the Rod B battle in Jersey, and you saw shades of old Rex in that battle and his rebuttal about, shit, nigga, if my line, if I want to say it, I'll say it again. That was crazy. But I feel like he should have saved it for the K-Shine battle, because that would have set the crowd on fire. There's no way that you can predict T-Rex will win this battle because he hasn't showed us that old fight in him that he used to have. K-Shine has that right now. K-Shine has the chip on his shoulder. You have to say that K-Shine will win this. Now, even though I said this is the night of the 2-1s and there should be no 3-0s, K-Shine could win this battle 3-0 based on what we've seen of Rex lately. But I want to give Rex the benefit of the doubt, and I want to say that K-Shine will win 2-1 and it will be a close battle. What I'm hoping happens is it's just a classic old Rex comes back. It's tension in the air. They almost fight. Beasley does the strong man stance when he does all this shit and holds 99 people from Harlem back. They saying all kind of personal shit. You was fucking with this bitch and you made zip him up and just not da 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 da, and Mook knows that this happened and that. Like, I want to hear all of that shit. Now, even though I want the controversy and I want the bullshit, I want a good battle. And I want them to dap each other at the end of the battle and show everybody that they cool again. I want a classic battle full of all kind of personal shit and hot lines and Harlem street shit. But I also want them to piece it up for hip hop and to show people that they might be able to work together once again in the future. Rex won the Hot 9-7 battle. We all know Rex has 2 trillion verses. He won the Hot 9-7 battle. Things like that and the Total Slaughterhouse show you why Rex is the man. We just want to see more of that. Yo, Rex, I know you're watching this shit, bro. We need you to put on that classic Rex performance. Do not hold back. K-Shine, do not hold back. Follow at RapGrid on all social media. Follow at Direct, that's D-R-E-C-T. That's me. Salute to my girl, Amanda Bynes, aka As Ashley. And this has been my Night of Main Event 7. Nome 7, aka Night of the 2-1s. Official, ultimate guide, and predictions brought to you in part by the good folks at RapGrid. Holla.